Alright, hi, I'm Joshua Kemble, and this is my Vloggins. Boom! That was a special effect where my hand seems to like three-dimensionally move forward to keep you entertained while I'm driving. So this is the vlog where, other than talking about amazing 3D effects like you just saw, I also just talk about my life and art and my personal projects. I am a full-time art director. I've been doing art direction I'm on like my 7th year of art directing, and I also have been an illustrator and graphic designer for over 15 years, and I am heading to work. And what I do with these vlogs is kind of create content on my way to work. I have a really long commute in order to get where I work on my day job, and I like to make content and generate these vlogs on my way to work. And also I like to talk about art-related issues, things that are on my mind, and generally like strategize better, more effective ways for me to get my graphic novels done, because on top of being an art director, a dad, having a long commute and all of that, I also work on graphic novels. And my first graphic novel, 2 stories, book 1, is available on Amazon.com and a bunch of other online book retailers. I just direct people to Amazon because it actually helps, like, the ranking of the book. Like, Amazon's one of the biggest booksellers online, and if I have good numbers on Amazon, I think that translates to book sales elsewhere really well. So if you want to help me out, or you're curious to read a comic that's a slice of life graphic novel, it's outside of the box, it deals with really heavy issues like depression, suicidal ideation, panic disorder, and faith, like all the things you're not supposed to talk about at parties. I think it's an entertaining read, and I would recommend go pick that up. And that's a good way to kind of support this channel as well. Another good way, before I get into content and stuff, is to hit subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications when I'm about to go live. Like, for instance, tonight, I'm actually on Scott's channel, Scott Circlin's channel tonight, for Artcasters, and I think our special guest is Corey Kerr, who live streamed with me last night, and we just chatted and talked some really interesting stuff, including exploding brains. So I also would recommend, if you hit that bell, it'll give you notifications when we're about to go live, and that way you can join in and hop in the chats, because one of my favorite things about live streaming, I actually enjoy the live streams a little bit more than the vlogs, personally, because I enjoy doing them more because of the interaction that I get to have with a group of people, and that have started dubbing ourselves as the Night Gang, because I tend to stream really late at night. So that's that. So what is on my mind today is I am heading to work. I'm feeling better. Yesterday I did a vlog about failing and how I deal with failure, and how I kind of view it as like something on the roadmap to success. And I have been working on this pitch project for about 2 weeks now, and it's like 5 pages, and I'm about to wrap it up. I'm getting closer to done with page 4, and so my hope is to do page 5, to finish page 4 hopefully tonight, and I'll probably make a lot of progress on that on Artcasters. So if you guys haven't too, also, I doubt he needs it because he's huge on YouTube, but yeah, make sure you tune into Scott Circlin's channel at 9 p.m. tonight, and we're gonna have a pretty interesting discussion with Corey Kerr, and also I'm gonna work on those thumbnails. So that's on my mind. I really want to get that done. I was gonna actually talk about like one of the advantages of working on multiple projects And this is actually how I ended up doing 2 Stories Book 1 in the first place. Was when I started that, I was working on multiple freelance projects and different projects for pay for clients, and I had illustrated some books for other people, and I just realized like I had this story that I really needed to tell, and I thought was important to tell, that right now I actually feel is really relevant, especially sort of pre and post pandemic. My perspective on it shifted. Like, I think it's important to talk publicly and openly about the experience of going through depression, but I think it's more so important this day and age, where a lot of people are finding themselves isolated, stuck to themselves, and their social circles have become a lot smaller. And so I really do think being able to have open discussions and write and read about other people's experiences navigating the landscape of mental illness is really important, because I think a lot of people are treading those waters nowadays. Although now that like there's a vaccine going around and stuff like that, hopefully that won't be an ongoing thing. Like, hopefully that's something that can change. So yeah, so there's that. I think that so that covers that. I'm passing one of those rock trucks right now. I don't know if you've ever experienced that on the freeway. In California, we especially, I have to drive on a specific freeway to get to work. And on this freeway, it seems like it's a route from a quarry, like a stone quarry. And so there's all these trucks that are like transporting rock. I think it's rocks. And they put them on these beds, but they never actually tie off the beds very effectively at the top. So if you're like driving next to one of those trucks, like the likelihood of you getting like a little pink, like one of those rocks just smacking your windshield and cracking it is pretty high. And I've actually had that happen like to both cars, like my wife's car and my car. Like pretty quickly, it just happens, and then you've got like a nice little ding in your windshield that looks like somebody shot a BB gun at it. Or if you're equally less lucky, it'll shatter like the entire windshield. And that was car talk. I'm joking. I just I personally just find those trucks really annoying to drive by, because like, once again, you always want to get past them before they can chuck a rock at you. It's like driving past somebody who's literally throwing rocks at you. So anyhow, that was a little side tangent. But yeah, so I'm on my way to work. I'm thinking about special projects. I'm fighting crazy allergies, which is just a seasonal thing, and just a downsided side of really bad genetics. My whole family, we get like terrible allergies. I feel like our sinuses, because there's a lot of roots in like England with my family line that has the crazy allergies. And I think somewhere in England, like some great ancestor had their sinuses just like thrown through a machine and then genetically like warped. So it's like a superpower, except an inverted superpower, where it's like, you are going to get debilitating allergies. Here you go, sir. And we just kind of have to navigate that. And I don't want to be insensitive to anybody who might have allergies even worse than mine, because mine make it a little difficult to function around this time. I know for some people it's probably so bad they can't even go out of the house. So I feel like I lucked out on the genetic lottery a little bit, but compared to most people I know, it's like I get them really bad. And you really wanted to watch a vlog hearing about somebody talk about their allergies. So anyhow, like, one of the things I was going to say that's nice about kind of working on a side project, like the one I'm working on right now, which is for my literary agent, in theory, so that they can shop it around to different publishers while I'm working on book 2 of 2 stories. But one of the great things about working on that is I love what I'm working on, and it's a nice little divergence from the main book. But I just feel more and more convicted and moved to work on book 2, because it's like it's a divergence from a road that I sometimes enjoy traveling on, and sometimes it gets laborious to travel on. And sometimes taking a diversion, you can be like, you know what, I need to get back on that main road because I liked that destination. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And I actually think as a creative, and this is where I was getting at with it, as a creative, I think that you should follow, like, you know, when you're trying to do commercial art for a living, you're going to catch yourself on roads that, you know, that basically allow you an income. And I think one of the biggest traps you can fall into as a creative would be to just kind of head down that road and be like, okay, my destination is working for Disney. I know people who've done this. And they get to that roadmap, and then that's it. It's like Disney's it. But when I talk to artists where that was like the through line, and they just kind of put a period at the end of the sentence once they've arrived at their destination, I find like really unhappy, unsatisfied creatives. When I meet creatives that seem creatively fed and satisfied, they don't just take that period at the end of the sentence and just call that a sentence. They actually have divergence. And how they define that divergence from the main thing, which is like, obviously as a trade or a job, like you definitely want to make sure that you're able to provide for life's necessities, to provide for your family, to provide for yourself, to feed yourself, like that kind of thing. Those are on like Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs, right? Those are like the first things that are going to appear as concerns, and you definitely need to tick those boxes before you can get into any beyond level of thinking. But I think like that obviously you want those things fulfilled, but one of the things that's great about people who diverge from just kind of the safe and secure is the fact that like they're often creatively more fulfilled, less frustrated creatively, and there's one commonality that I see with a lot of these people, including myself, which is it like your soul as an artist will reveal what you need to be working on when you're working on things other than the thing you need to be working on. So like if you're working a day job and let's say you're illustrating like spa parts for a catalog or something, I'm just bringing that up because I don't know, that is a job. So let's say it makes really good money and like that's your living and stuff like that. But every time you illustrate a spa catalog, you're like, I need to be drawing dragons. Like, I love drawing dragons. Like, every time I draw a spa part, I'm just like, I just want to draw dragons and wizards. I'll just bring up dragons and wizards, because why not? Maybe your dream is to ultimately have, like, a rad rock and roll van that you can open, and there's smoke that's going to come out of it. So you need dry ice so that when you open it, like, you know, your van looks like it came from outer space. And then you're going to airbrush a wizard and a dragon on the side of this van. And that's been your, like, life's dream. Like, your whole purpose in life as an artist was, like, I'm going to have a cool wizard van, and I want to paint it myself. And that's where my heart is as an artist. You know, like, now keep in mind, like, that I don't know if it needs clarification that obviously I'm using that as an analogy. I think a lot of us go a little beyond a wizard van, but to be fair, a wizard van is a pretty freaking cool thing. But anyhow, so let's say that's your dream and you're drawing these spa parts and you're just like, I hate drawing these spa parts. It's just I'm getting nowhere closer to my wizard van. So I think that what you need to do is make a way to make that wizard van. If you can't afford a van and you're like, I just don't have time to paint a whole wizard van, maybe get a Hot Wheel of the van that you wanted to paint a wizard on and paint it at a miniature scale. And maybe start doing maps and plans for your wizard van. Because here's the thing. If you don't chase that wizard van thing, whatever your wizard van is, I'm really liking this wizard van analogy. I'm going to keep this for a little bit. But if you don't chase the wizard van, you're going to feel really unfulfilled and unhappy with the spa catalog stuff you're doing. Whereas if you're chasing the wizard van and you're working on it, you're carving away at it, then you have renewed vigor for the spa catalog because you see it as it properly is. The spa illustrations that you're doing are a means to an end. Like the spa part illustrations are a means to an end to get to the point, or to allow you, or to financially support you, so that you can start carving away and fulfilling your dream of having a rad, amazing wizard van with dragons on it. It could be the reverse too. Like maybe your dream, maybe you're painting wizard vans all day. That's your full-time job. It's like, I have to paint wizard vans, and you tried really hard to get there, and then you're painting wizard vans, and the whole time you're painting wizard vans, your soul is just convicting you that you need to be drawing parts for a spa. And like this wizard thing is not that fun. I'm tired of drawing wizards. Their beards get really old to draw over and over again. It's hard to make enough gradients and awesome airbrush effects. And it gets repetitive. It's like I've drawn a million dragons, and I'm not excited about these dragons anymore. I would just love to sit down and draw like a hose part for a spa, for a spa catalog. Maybe that's your dream. So that's the same thing. Like if you're not pursuing this spa catalog, then you're gonna feel really bummed all the time that you're working on wizard vans, which are fulfilling the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the very base level, but are not filling those higher level needs as an artist. And as an artist, you have like different tiers of needs. And I think to be fully creatively fulfilled, you need to pursue whatever that thing is. Whatever that thing is that like sings to you when you're working on other things. And if you don't have that thing, one of the best ways to do it is like maybe that thing, it might start out just generally like, I want to draw and I want to make a living drawing. That's a good starting point. And that thing will reveal itself when you start drawing all the time. And you're like drawing, you're going to notice as you're doing it, there are going to be things that you feel compelled to work on. And that's the wizard van. So, anyhow, let me know what you think. Let me know what your wizard van is. Let me know if that analogy made any sense, or if it just sounds like I'm a lunatic in my car talking about wizards on the side of vans. Yeah. Which, by the way, I don't know. I mean, I almost feel like that could be a really appealing and interesting diversion in life, to like have an ambition to eventually one day when I get there, I'm going to have a van that's awesome that has wizards on the side. Like, that's actually a pretty great little thing. Okay, enough about wizard vans and weird analogies. My allergies are kicking up and I need to get to work, so I'm gonna call it. Whew! Allergies are like, the obnoxious thing about allergies is you can be like mid-sentence and you're just like, whew, don't feel good. Alright, so I'm gonna head to work. I'm almost there, and I just wanted to do a quick Vloggins and talk about wizard vans. But let me know in the comments section, like, what's your wizard van? Are you pursuing it? Are you doing like the little chipping away at it? Are you letting the temporary situation of now prevent you from the future, from getting closer to that future goal? Or are you carving away at it, and what are you doing to kind of eventually acquire your own wizard van? So I want to know. Also, just let me know if that analogy is insane. And I guess lastly, just because, I'm now having this visual picture of a rad old dude driving in a van that has smoke leaking out of the back of it, and there's just wizards painted all over their van. They're very happy people. So let me know what that, if that visual made you have a better day today. So, ladies and gents, I appreciate you guys tuning in to my Vloggins. I once again really would encourage you guys to hit subscribe, hit that bell, hit the like button if you enjoy the content. If you watch it, that helps me a lot. And I hope you guys have a really good, fulfilling, creative day and are getting closer to your own personal wizard vans. And that's basically going to do it. So that's what's on my mind right now. All right. Have a good one, and I'll see you on Artcasters tonight on Scott Circling's channel. Bye.